Hi everyone, Josh May here from Tacony. I'm with Carrie Grubb.
Hello.
She's our digital marketing coordinator at Tacony, and we're going to talk social media today.
Yeah.
So this is a big one for me. I'm not an expert here by any means, but one of the things I've observed, Carrie, over the years of traveling for Tacony, when I first started, I was still helping build Yellow Pages.
Right.
And in big cities, I'd talk to dealers that were spending tens of thousands of dollars every year.
Billboards, print, it's all huge back then.
Yeah, and they wanted to be in front of everybody, and that's how they did it.
Yes.
That's not how you do it today.
No, I mean, it does help. I wouldn't dissuade anybody from using print. It's still a valuable option. However, digital and social media is where you're going to get those people who are online to really come in and visit you at your brick and mortar. People are relying more on that now versus your print.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things, just the Yellow Page thing, people stopped spending money on that, but they need to know where to put it. Otherwise, they're not going to exist. Sometimes people will talk about how a brand doesn't exist if they're not on the internet. I think it's the same for our customers in their store, right?
100%.
They don't exist.
100%. One of the things that I have come to get a lot of knowledge on is not just the younger generation, but even if you're looking at Gen X, they are in that medium of pre-digital and digital. So to really target them and to target the younger generation, like millennials that are now reaching the older family age, having that indispensable income, you're going to want to target them on social media.
That's where you need to be found.
Exactly. People are going to go to social media now more and more to learn about somebody's brand, to learn about who they are, what they're doing, how long they've been in business, and build that personal connection with you prior to actually coming in to see you.
Yeah. So your job at Tacony is to kind of help our retailers and us with all of that, right?
Correct. So one of the things that I am real consistent on trying to make is that emotional, in-person, human connection. Even in print, you're still not going to get that, but you have that ability now in digital to do that. You can put your face now out there so people know who you are and that you're at this business. You're there to meet them. You're there to talk to them. You're there to provide that friendly service.
I actually was in a market recently and was looking on Google before I went into the store I went into. And when I walked in, I knew I met the owner because he was on the Google page. So
yep.
Yeah, in his social page. So,
yeah. And people want that connection. They want to know who they're engaging with. It helps build that brand and they feel more comfortable coming in to see you. It's kind of like, the TV shows that are on every week, those people become part of your family in a way because you're partaking in that opportunity, that time with them.
So if you're a retailer that's never been on social media, what's the first thing? Like, where do you start?
So yeah, I know a lot of people, social media can be like overwhelming or even scary. So the very first thing you want to do is just set up a Facebook page. Get a photo of your brick and mortar so people can recognize that that's who you are and where you are. Have a good description of your store. If you've been in business for X amount of years, make sure you put that on there. People want to see that. And then just slowly start building on that, post something, a minimum of 2-3 times a week. And that way people get to know your branding, get to know you even better.
Nice. And then from there's places at Tacony, like our marketing center where they can get ads and ideas and put it on there. And you were talking earlier, they can even, they can do that organically?
Yeah.
Which means what?
So there are a couple of things for social media. You can do organically, which is, if you think about it, it's just, people see it naturally. It's just showing up for them. You're not doing anything to really push it out there. It does allow individuals to just, kind of be scrolling through their page and there you are.
They have a little bit of a presence.
Yes.
Got it.
But if you want to increase that, then you would go into paid. And paid is super easy as well. It's as simple as boosting a post. And when you create your post, it'll have a little button that says boost. You'll click that. You'll enter in a budget. I would say start small just so you can see the beginning of it. $25 for a week. Just see how it goes. Your increase in reaching people and the visual of people getting connected with you is going to grow tremendously over time.
Nice. So I guess it's really nice when somebody says, I used to spend all this money on Yellow Pages. This is a good way to start because it doesn't sound like a lot. You could start with a little or a bunch. And
exactly. If you have a small budget, social media and boosting your post is the easiest thing to do. Not only that, but you can track that. It's harder to track in print because you don't know who's seeing it unless you have a promo code and somebody brings in that paper coupon. On digital, they give you all of that information on a dashboard. So you can see where people are seeing your social page at, how long they're staying on that, how many people are engaging with that. And by engaging, it's liking, sharing, commenting, all of that, which is really helpful because then, again, people are more comfortable with you.
Great. Well, this is good information for me. I know I think I have my own social media pages, but I don't do anything from a business standpoint.
Right.
But it sounds not that complicated.
It's really not. It's just more of the fear. And I think that's what holds a lot of people back. It's just the fear that I'm losing my identity. And you're really not. You're actually growing that identity even more.
Yeah, I think if you want to exist and be out there in front of these people, social media is the easiest and the fastest way to get there.
Yeah, it really is.
Cool. Well, thank you. And that was very helpful. I'm sure if they have questions, they can reach out to their Tacony representatives and contact you if we need to and
Most
get some help.
definitely. Most
Great.
definitely.
Thanks, Carrie.
Thank you.